Well, hi everybody, and good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here. As we're just going to jump right into the forecast. A nice day today, but we do have some big changes on the way here as we get towards the upcoming weekend, especially the second half of the weekend. We're going to see a lot of high cloudiness today, but a very mild day is anticipated out there for today as temperatures reach the 50s and even lower 60s in some places. We'll keep some of those clouds around tonight. Partly cloudy skies during the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. During the day tomorrow, partly cloudy, and then eventually becoming mostly cloudy later on in the daytime hours here. As we get towards the end of the day, Saturday night into Sunday morning, we start to see snow get going up towards the northwest part of the state. And in fact, a band of heavier snow is anticipated as we head through late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. That said, meanwhile, here in central eastern Nebraska, there could be some pockets of some light freezing drizzle out there early on Sunday, so maybe a couple of slick spots here and there, something to keep in mind. But eventually what's going to happen is that colder air and that band of snow is going to push eastward. Now, it may weaken for a time late Sunday morning into early afternoon here, but later in the day I expect it to kind of re-strengthen in central portions of Nebraska as it pushes eastward here, and a second band of heavier snow is likely going to develop here. So that will continue to push eastward Sunday night and early on Monday morning, blowing snow likely with strong winds out there during the overnight hours. This is as far out as my forecast model goes right now, 3 a.m., but this will continue into Monday morning and then clear out of here Monday afternoon, and we could be left with a pretty big mess out there as we could be seeing some pretty high totals of snowfall across the area. Along with that, the winds blowing that snow around are going to create some very poor visibility issues out there, as well as some drifting of snow. Now, this is one forecast model product that shows where some of the heavier bands could set up. Again, that first one to the northwest, and then again, I have a second one in central portions of Nebraska and parts of eastern Nebraska. And I think 3 to 8 inches is going to be fairly common in these locations. We could see a couple of pockets of lower totals, one to the southeast and one back towards southwest Nebraska. That said, we're still several days away from the storm system. Things can still change. Keep that in mind. Again, because we're far enough out there, we're still going to see some changes to the forecast in the coming days ahead. But again, 3 to 8 inches of snowfall is kind of where I'm thinking right now, but there are going to be some pockets that get a little bit more snowfall. I could see 10 inches of snow, maybe even up to a foot of snow in a couple of locations. But again, it's also more about the blowing snow that's going to be a big problem. So the National Weather Service offices in the area have issued out winter storm watches in advance of this system for Sunday morning through Monday morning, the blue shaded counties. Again, this is going to change in the coming days ahead as we start to eventually see these watches change over to advisories and warnings. Some counties will be added, maybe others will be taken out here, but just kind of giving you that early warning that things are going to go downhill during the day Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon and Sunday night into Monday morning, looking pretty rough across a large part of the area. So let's enjoy today's weather. We've got some nice weather on the way with temperatures mid to upper 50s up north, a little breezy up north as well. Out west, upper 50s, low to mid 60s for highs. In the south, temperatures will be topping out in the mid to upper 50s and lower 60s. And out towards the east here, maybe a little cooler, upper 40s and low to mid 50s, still well above normal. We're going to melt off a lot of that snow just in time for more snow to come in. Again, nice today, a little cooler, but still not too bad tomorrow behind a cold front. And then we'll start to see that chance of freezing drizzle move in Sunday morning. Eventually, though, that will change over to snow sometime Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. Again, blowing and drifting of snow is going to be likely for a large part of the area. Some of that will continue into Monday morning. Monday afternoon, maybe far eastern Nebraska, but it'll be clearing out of the area. And we'll be left with partly to mostly sunny skies then for Tuesday through Thursday. The good news is on the backside of the system, we're not looking at a big Arctic blast of air. Temperatures are still going to stay pretty close to our seasonable norms. If we didn't have all the snow on the ground after the system, it would probably actually warm up a little bit more, but I think the snowpack will impact temperatures a little bit, so I'm going to keep it mostly mid 30s and then upper 30s to near 40 on Thursday. So trying to keep this video a little short here. I'll be going into more details in the coming days ahead over the weekend, doing some Facebook Live discussion, things like that, as even more confidence builds. Again, we're still about 2.5 days from that snow beginning here in the Tri-Cities, so we've still got some time to figure things out, and I'm sure things will still change. But this is just kind of your advanced warning that we're going to be looking at some messy conditions out there as we push towards the second half of the weekend into very early next week. So there you go. There's your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Klineski. I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there on the roads if you are going to be traveling. I'll see you all again on Monday.